What up, baby bops? Purple Havarti here, man. YouTube's first influencer. Grammys are coming up, and I just want to remind people that even if you don't win a Grammy, your album could still be absolutely groundbreaking. These are the top 5 rock albums without any Grammy. At number 5, Loveless by My Bloody Valentine. This album's great. I heard it took him forever to finish this album. Creations, head, he was like, man, he was tired of it. He was paying so much just for this album to come out. And when it did, it would end up changing a lot of stuff. It created its own genre, shoegazing, and it's just overall a great album. I believe I listened to this album quite a bit during 2020 and during 2021. Yeah, I never got tired of it. I think Grammys fucked up, and anybody who didn't put this album in their top 5 for that year really messed up. Loveless is a great album. Shoegazing is still being used to this day. Very influential, and a lot of people were just stunned by the production of how he could get that sound, this heavy distorted guitar while still being able to hear a nice little clean acoustic. One of the things about this album that is kind of tough is that the vocals are really hard to hear. Just a guy moping over some love, doing it a very creative way. And yeah, Loveless, number 5. And number 4, I got Nirvana, Nevermind. I'm not a huge Nirvana fan. I'm from the Northwest. I know. Please don't boo me, but not a huge Nirvana fan. It wouldn't be right without me saying that Nevermind definitely had a huge impact on what ended up happening after the 80s hair metal, the whole grunge movement. Kurt Cobain being the sort of icon that he's turned out to be. Dave Grohl, turning into a food fighter, making fantastic music from that moment of Nevermind till today. Yeah, Nevermind's a huge staple and, never got a Grammy. Probably got plenty of MTV awards, but yeah, they messed up on this one. Grunge is still something that influences people, and people still listen to this whole sound of, Northwest grunge and all that to this day. Yeah, so shocker that Nevermind doesn't have a Grammy. And number 3, Definitely Maybe by Oasis. Now this one might be a little personal because I think Definitely Maybe is one of the greatest debut albums. I mean, it sort of picked off where Kurt Cobain left off. He passed away, but at the same time, I think Oasis brought a different attitude, different sort of swagger, and to me, Britpop was dominating, the 90s up until 97 in the UK, and it would have been awesome to see the Grammys show the UK some love. They had a strong opportunity to do that with Definitely Maybe. This could almost get switched with Morning Glory, but I think Definitely Maybe has more killer songs on there. It's the top Britpop album, so it should have won a Grammy, man. It should have won something. You got Rock and Roll Star in there, you got Live Forever, Supersonic, Cigarettes and Alcohols, Slide Away. Oasis could just tour off this album if they ever come back together. The Grammys didn't show it any love, so yeah, to me it's number 3. And number 2, I got the Sex Pistols, another UK band. I could have chosen Ramones because they were really the ones that started punk, but I think the Sex Pistols really elevated punk into this sort of scene that people can accept. It influenced so many bands that would come out after: The Police, The Clash, The Smiths, Joy Division. It's an endless list of bands that it influenced. And punk is such a huge genre. I mean, it made a huge comeback recently with Olivia Rodriguez and Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, it just shows you this album came out in 77. It's still influencing everything that's coming out now. Influenced Lil Peep too. Shout out to Lil Peep. But yeah, man, Sex Pistols, Nevermind. Even I got super influenced by this album. I really like this album a lot. I like God Save the Queen. Fantastic. I mean, this one punk was really against the government, or really trying to open your eyes to what the hell was going on. Yeah, I think they did it really well. They executed great, and it's the biggest punk album ever, in my opinion. You got the Ramones debut, sure. Clash, London Calling, you could say that, but yeah, to me, Sex Pistols, fantastic album with Nevermind the Bullocks. And number 1 is This It by The Strokes. Is This It by The Strokes. Another maybe personal one, but I just remember that this album really influenced a lot of acts that would come out after it. It sort of boomed this sort of garage rock revival, sort of garage rock whole aesthetic, pioneering for bands such as The Killers, the Arctic Monkeys, Block Party, The Kooks. Also shed light on bands like the White Stripes, Interpol, the AAS. Yeah, man, just overall an influential album that showed that you can make garage rock It's really good front to back. And yeah, is this it? Top album that I think got snubbed by the Grammys? Yeah, let me know what you think. Like and sub. Peace and love.